All right, what's up, peace, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We ready to start the show, live show.
Let's go.
We got some freaky stuff to talk about. Some freaky stuff. It's a showdown in Beantown. Showdown in D-Town, Dallas. All right, so let's get it started. We're gonna start with this brother here. This is Jaylen Brown. All right, we're at number 7. He was the Eastern Conference Finals player of the game, player of the series. Right, won the Larry Bird Trophy. And 2 years ago, 2022, they was in the finals. He was the best player for the Celtics then. I'm predicting Jason Tatum will be uh, probably Finals MVP. All right, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make his name for himself and become legendary. But the reason why I pull up Jaylen Brown first is because the Boston Celtics, right? Their mascot is basically his name is Lucky, but he's basically Papa Legba, right? He's white Papa Legba. I'm going to show you Papa Legba here soon. We're going to definitely get back to that. We'll show all the logos, right, dealing with this year. But his name, Jaylen Brown. Funny thing about that is there was a guy who was drafted by the Celtics. What I was trying to say is with that Papa Legba, uh, the logo being Papa Legba. Papa Legba is a crossroads deity. He will take you to the underworld, right? Just dealing with death. All right, the Boston Celtics. There's a lot of death surrounding the Celtics. All right, a lot of these guys won 17 championships, so a lot of their players, right, been around since 1946, have passed away, right? Some passed away. One passed away on the court. I mean, I think he had a heart attack on the court, and then they took him to the hospital and he passed away. But this was I think his name was Reggie Lewis. All right, Celtics and death, uh, just very connected to this franchise, this team, right? So Jaylen Brown, it's two names. The guy who passed away back in the '80s, right, from cocaine overdose, was Len Bias. All right. The real tragedy was, I want to say a few months later, maybe a year, his brother passed away. His brother's name was Jay. So Jay and Len Bias, right? Both passed away, both basketball stars. I even believe, right, because the Celtics drafted Len Bias, and I even believe, as just a charitable gesture, they drafted Jay Bias too. All right, so technically Jay and Len Bias were drafted by the Celtics. All right, so Jaylen Brown, this is why I thought he would be the MVP. All right, because his name is directly tied. I mean, get no plainer than that. Jaylen and then two players that were drafted by the Celtics, Jay and Len Bias, right? Met tragic deaths, right? Washington, they from the Washington D.C. area. All right. So another thing, a lot of teams don't win championships. Over the last 44 years, right? This is since 1980. That's 44 years ago. A little more than 10% of teams have won more than half of the championships. So these are the teams that usually win. We already know about the Lakers and the Celtics. Lakers got 17 titles plus one in-season tournament title, so that's 18. And Boston Celtics is looking to get their 18th title this season, right? We're gonna dive into all the 18s, right, and the 54s. But this is what scares me about this Celtics pick. Is this is the Kansas City Chiefs going to go visit President Biden, right? I wanted to show this because presidents have a lot to do with this finals, right? Because the 60th presidential election is coming up, all right? and Dallas is where President Kennedy was killed. All right, a Catholic president. We got a Catholic president in there now, Joe Biden. All right, so they have a strong connection. Those two. This is what really scares me. This guy. I mean, they don't lose when he comes. They play the Denver Nuggets on a Sunday, 18 days before or after, I can't remember, Luka Doncic's birthday, right? 18 days before or after. And, the Dallas Mavericks, Patrick Mahomes was in the building, and they won. And you see him wearing the three stripes, right? The three ones, the triple ones, right? Like I've been showing, the triple ones is triple six, all right? It's Hebrew numerology, but it's really just simples. Yeah, it's just really simples. All right. So Patrick Mahomes scares the living shit out of me because they're gonna win. He's coming to a game, and they're gonna win that game. Okay. I'm gonna give the whole little rundown because I got the Celtics winning game one. Mavs more than likely win game two. Let me tell you why. I'll go ahead and tell you why. Kyrie Irving is 0-10 against Boston. I believe since he left Boston, or he stepped on Lucky, right? And like I said, Lucky is white Papa Legba. All right, he stepped on Lucky, and you know, every time we go back to Boston, he has no luck. All right, which is weird. So he's 0-10 against Boston since leaving. Right now, I believe Boston wins the first game, so Kyrie becomes 0-11 against Boston, and then he gets his first win to give us that triple ones, right? So he'll be 1-11 after game two. So I got Boston winning game one, Dallas winning game two. Kyrie Irving will go 1-11 against Boston. That's the triple ones. That's the triple sixes, right? It's been a year. This year is a lot like 2020, right? Same two presidents going for, the election that was there in 2020. Then they got the same two teams in the Super Bowl, right? A lot of people were seeing that and like, yeah, this is kind of weird. But, it makes sense in a way. Now let's get into it. Let me go ahead and just run through all this, right? Now, like I said, a lot of players play for the Celtics end up dying, right? Bill Russell, 2 years ago, he passed away. This is Bill Russell's birthday. I do believe this was Super Bowl 2022. This was the date, right? 2/12. So from to Bill Russell's next birthday to this NBA Finals, a total of 251 days. All right, let me show you something about that 251. Our good buddy, this is Ryan Garcia, King Ryan. All right, got us that big upset victory over Devin Haney. You see his record. This is how we knew he was gonna win because he went 25-1. Right, that's that 251. Just like how Bill Russell to his next birthday, from the start of this finals, it's 251 days. That is the 54th prime number, right? And with all these videos I've been doing, the number 54 has been pretty much in all of them. All right, so we got Bill Russell, right, with that 251 days from his birthday, right, which is the 54th prime number. That's how we knew King Rye was going to win, get that upset, right? Now, Joe Biden is the gun control president. His son is on trial for having a gun. I don't know if he's a felon or, I don't know what the big deal is about him having a gun, but it's just weird, right? As you can see, he's going through this. He's going on trial. He's going through this drama in his life at 54 years old, right? Just like somebody else we know. Our brother P. Diddy going through his drama at 54 years old. This is the number of the year, y'all. It's the year of the sun. All right, the year of the sun. Like I said, the Super Bowl is the first big event of the year, right in February. They usually give us all our numbers, right, at 54 for Taylor Swift, right? And she's attending the game just like how Patrick Mahomes is attending these games. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Patrick Mahomes need to take his ass to training camp. You know, he need to go ahead and go to training camp. But yeah, 54 has been the big number. Yeah, 54 has been the big number. Jaylen Brown, like I said, he won that MVP. He got 5 out of 9 votes. So here we go. Jaylen Brown wins with the 5-4 vote. Basically another 54, right? Apollo 11, like I said, this NBA finals started off, not finals, but playoffs started off with them doing a moon launch countdown. All right, I thought that was weird. I went and checked. Yep, sure enough, it's the 54th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. All right, so, and we know the C's is like for crescent, the crescent moon, the C's. Lakers wear that gold and purple. That's their rivals, right? Two different coasts. So C's would be for moon, and then Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, the land of the sun, right? They represent the sun, right? Two polar opposites uh, represent duality, right? Here we go. The actual sun, right? The son of the superstar, LeBron James. You know, these people had him projected to go 54th, right? Coincidence. Gotta be a coincidence, right? Just gotta be. Like I said, 54 is the number of the sun, right? Along with 18. Celtics seeking their 18th title. All right. Also the number of the Jesuit order. All right. The English language comes from the Catholic Church, right? The Jesuit order comes from the Catholic Church, right? The calendar, Pope Gregory, it's called the Gregorian calendar, right? Named after Pope Gregory, all right? The calendar, the dates, it all lines up because it all comes from the same people, right? It's Catholic Church, which the Jesuit order would be the military of the Catholic Church, right? And they're trying to infiltrate tough. I'm pretty sure that they already have infiltrated. So the Boston Celtics have been around for 78 years. It's the 78th anniversary of the Celtics founding. Right? It's also the 78th anniversary of the NBA. They started as soon as the NBA started. Look at the date that they were founded on. The team, one of the NBA's 8 original teams, was founded on June 6th. This is when the finals started. Like I said, from our good brother who passed away, Bill Russell, to June 6th, 251 days. That's the 54th prime number, man. All right. Let's keep it push. 78th anniversary. Remember that 78th anniversary. All right. But I just find it funny that the day that they was founded on, the Celtics, they're going to be in the finals on that day, right? 78 years later. As you can see, Jesuit equals 78. All right. Like I said, everything has been surrounding the number 54 and 18. All right. We got Frank Martin. He's going to fight Javante Tank Davis, right? Frank Martin is sitting on 18 wins. I'm calling it now. He's going to lose. He's going to become 18-1. Right. He's going to stay on that 18. Okay. You see Sal Alvarez, Canelo. Canelo just had a fight. Got his 61st victory. Seen that coming, right? 61. That is the 18th prime number. I put guns up here for a reason, right? 61, the 18th prime number. I put guns up here for a reason because, like I showed, Hunter Biden is on trial for guns, right? Which is weird. But anyway, I digress. We keep it pushing. Let's go. So yeah, at 61, Canelo got his 61st victory, 18th prime number. Everything, everything is pretty much surrounding at 54 and 18. All right, so let's get back to it. Here goes some. These are some good numbers right here. The Celtics during this playoff run went 6-2 at home and 6-0 on the road. So like I just showed you, right? 61, 18th prime number, which means the Celtics will lose on the road. But I don't think it's gonna be game 3. I think game 3, like I said, Celtics win game 1, right? Mainly because of Bill Russell and his birthday is the perfect number, right, for this year for them to get that win. Also on June 6th, the moon will be illuminated at 0%. You couldn't time this out better, man. Time. The moon will be illuminated at 0%. It will be a new moon on June 6th, right? These people love to operate by the moon. All right. But 0%, that makes sense to me because Jason Tatum wears number 0, right? Birthday March 3rd. March is the third month. So technically that's 33. All right. And moon is 0%. Like I said, the C's for the crescent of the moon. Moon will be at 0%. So it'll be a good night for Jason Tatum. Should be at first game. But we was on okay, yeah, here we go. Now this is the Mavs home record is 5-3. So this is why I predicted game 3. Mavs take an L because if they lose that game, they become 5-4, right? Which would be another 54. All right, so we got 3 games down. We got Celtics winning game 1. More than likely, the Mavs winning game 2 because Kyrie Irving sitting at 0-10 all time in Boston. They lose that first game, he's 0-11 against Boston. Win that second game and become 1-11, giving us our triple ones. All right, which will be, makes total sense to me, right? So, and then game 3, we got Mavs losing right on their home court, becoming 5-4 in the playoffs. That'll give us our 54, right? Works out perfect. Like I said, this is like another 2020, right? Same 2 teams, same 2 presidents. All right. As you can see, this movie is coming out tomorrow. The new Bad Boys come out tomorrow, right? A duo buddy cop, right? A duo, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, or Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, however you want to cut it. Those 4 players, right? 2-on-2 are the 2, are the 4 superstars of this NBA Finals, which is good for entertainment value. But the last Bad Boys movie came out, and guess what? In 2020. It's like this one coming out in 2024, right? Kobe year. Comes out tomorrow, June 5th, 2024. And I say Kobe year, and then, Kobe died in 2020. All right. So, and then look, I had to pull this up, man. I watched this last night, Club Shay Shay, right? And they was interviewing Martin and Will Smith, man. Go watch this interview, bro.
This one and this one was like the precision of what we were doing when we stepped out there. Like we knew what we wanted and we knew how to get it. Let me ask you this. Ocho and I.
Will Smith did all the talking, bro, because Martin is like kind of out of it, bro. I don't know if he on medication or what's going on, but the chat, they definitely noticed, and I noticed it too. I think people gonna be nice on here, but the chat, you know how the chat scroll down the screen, it was everybody was like, "What's wrong with Martin? What's wrong with Martin? What's wrong with Martin?" Like something's going on. But, I wanted to point that out. This was just awkward. It was an awkward interview because we'll know what's up. We'll know something's wrong with Martin. So that's why Will took the wheel and did most of the talking. Man, I mean, you just gotta pray for Martin Lawrence. Man, Martin Lawrence, he did a movie called Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I think he wrote and directed it. And after that, that's when Martin was like went downhill after that. And that was a great movie. But yeah, I'm getting off track. Let's get back to it. We got Joe Mazzulla. All right. Joe Mazzulla is the youngest head coach to make the NBA Finals since Bill Russell. Right. Well, how old is Joe Mazzulla? Joe Mazzulla is 35 years old. We talk about the number 35 because President Kennedy, all right, was the 35th president. Right. Spell out Catholic. You get 35. This president that we own now, Joe Biden, he's the 46th president. All right. Hopefully he doesn't meet the same fate as the 35th president, And like I said, Joe Biden Catholic too. John F. Kennedy is Catholic too. The coach of the Dallas Mavericks, his initials is JFK. Jason Frederick Kidd. He's JFK. All right. So yeah, Joe Mazzulla being at 35 years old, youngest one to do it is Bill Russell. We gave the Bill Russell birth date. I mean, it works out perfectly. The 251 was the 54th prime number. Like I've been saying, it's the year of the sun, so 54 is going to be everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. So, it is what it is. We got inside the NBA closing down after 35 years. I think they're going to do one more year, though. But, they announced it, after 35 years that it's coming to an end, right? 35, big number. Big number, especially with what's going on, what these folks got going on. All right, so yeah, like I said, Kyrie Irving since leaving the Celtics, all right, not before, is 0-10. All right, but let's just take this record. They lose 4 games. If you lose 4 games against the Celtics, that's 18. Got to be 18 losses. All right, I'm pretty sure. I can account for 1 win, right, for the Dallas Mavericks. And then, after game 3, I don't know, I'm going to have to come back and, do those other games if there's going to be other games, because game 4 is on Donald Trump's birthday. And Donald Trump will be turning 78 years old. And I just showed y'all how the Boston Celtics have been around for 78 years, right? And so has the NBA. So I just find it funny that, game 4 is Donald Trump's birthday and he's turning 78. Right. And so they can I call for a sweep, but I can't see it now with that at 111 lurking like it is. There go Kyrie stepping on the logo, right? I look for stuff like this. Like, because karma is a real thing. All right. And then, with Kyrie, he didn't want to get vaccinated, man. And I don't blame him. I didn't get vaccinated either, but you think the powers that be really, like that? He's been on his best behavior, like, for the past 2 years, but people don't forget, man. He's gonna get booed tremendously. Ooh, he gonna get booed.
Kobe.
Oh, he's gonna get booed so bad. But I don't think he's worried about it. But all right, let's keep it pushing, man. This is another thing that scares me, man, because this is what I've been paying attention to, right? Is the logos and the mascots. All right. You see this mascot right here. This is the Dallas Mavericks mascot. Anything to do with horns. All right. I know people probably like, oh, those are ears. It's called sacred geometry. You gotta look at it you gotta look past what they're trying to show you, right? Just the regular masses of people, man. You gotta look past that, right? You see, you got the M on his forehead. M is the 13th letter. And 2011 was when the Mavs won a championship, right? Their first championship was 2011, which was 13 years ago. All right. And this is the white horse, right? Could be the white horse from the apocalypse, or it could be this white horse. It ain't even white. It's actually pale. The Pale Horse Rider, William Cooper, The Rise of Conspiracy and the Fall of the Trust in America. Behold the pale horse. Behold a pale horse. That's a white horse. That's a pale horse. It's a difference. There is a difference. All right. The pale horse is for the dead horse. That's the horse that death is gonna ride on. Is the pale horse. All right. So we've been seeing this everywhere. No, not everywhere, but like I've been talking about Ryan Garcia a lot. It ain't a coincidence that he, you know, came to the press conference riding a white horse and wearing all white. All right. And then what was he talking about? Conspiracies. He was talking about Bohemian Grove and secret societies. They thought he was going crazy. They thought he was on drugs and all that stuff, and he was just trolling. Just trolling. These celebrities, these influencers can get people worked up so easily. Right. And people think it's real. And to a certain extent it is real, but for the most part, they're full of shit. I'm just saying, Ryan Garcia is full of shit too, bro. I don't trust none of these people, bro. But it's just funny that the white horse is in the NBA finals now. All right. After that's what they know, that's what we looking. That's what we've been looking for. And then the logo with the horns. All right. Yeah, I might say his ears, but I'm saying his horns. All right. The horns. Uh, the Chiefs. Here we go. Now this is when I first figured it out. It's the Chiefs. Because Arrowhead, the one with the arrowhead, is the devil. All right. The horny one. And I pulled this up because, this was a big commercial in 2020, Match.com. Satan meets 2020 because 2020 was so fucked up. All right. And like I said, this is like a mirror of that year minus COVID. All right. But a lot of the same stuff is happening, which is weird. Right. But this is the arrowhead, the pointy head one, the pinhead, the horny one. That's and it's on their head. Come on, y'all. Help me out, y'all. So yeah, hold the pale horse. That's what we was talking about. All right, got the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
While there appear to be many compelling figures in the Bible, from the likes of the Leviathan to the ambiguity of the angels, none stick out more to me than four figures that have come to represent pestilence, famine, war, and death. Their appearance in the Bible is a marginal one, and yet their presence is something that has captivated many over the years, so much so that the mere mention of their name inspires reverence, caution.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play all that, man. This is let me shout this guy out. This is the legends of history. All right, so anybody want to check this out? Check it out because you know the people who run the world, they're showing us, something's going on with a white horse. And it could be conspiracy, like this book, or it could be, you know, the apocalypse for the world war. That's why he got this shirt on, right? 3. And if you take Kansas City, KC, right? KC, K is the 11th letter, and then we all know C is the 3rd letter, right? So, let me show you this again, right? Here we go. If I can find it. Here we go. So KC, right? K is the 11th letter, so that's two ones. Two ones, right? Which can also translate to WW, which would be World War. And then C is 3. So C would be, it'll be World War 3, Kansas City. The ones with the arrowhead or the horns, right? Representing Satan. All right. So even O.J. Simpson died, he got connections to the White Horse too, because this was the main scene that we was all paying attention to. If anybody talk about the O.J. Simpson trial, the main thing they probably talk about is this slow ass car chase, right? When he's riding a white Bronco, like I said before, the Bronco's a horse, so he's riding a white horse, all right. And then he got AC driving, which AC his initials would be technically 13, 1 3, all right. Another 13. M is the 13th letter. So yeah. And then, with his death, that was the first death after the solar eclipse. That was the solar eclipse death. Now, the team that won last year was the Denver Broncos. And I find this funny too, because if you go to Denver Airport, you're going to see this large, hideous, satanic freaking horse, right? They call it Lucifer. And so we got two horses right there. We got a blue horse, we got a white horse. And that's why I was leaning more to the four horsemen. I'm looking for the red and the black one, because that blue one could be pale, because pale really don't got a color. It's just it look like death. Pale is death. However, whatever color a person turns upon death, that's pale. I know that really don't make sense, but if you look up the etymology of pale, the word pale, Pale, it's like Clorox or chlorine or something like that, which would be like technically clear. So I'm getting there, man. I'm working it out. Yeah, I'm trying to work this out. Man. This stuff is, it lines up. It's making sense, but they drop different clues. Each day is a different adventure, bro. For me, that's how I like to look at life. Something new. Something new. All right, so this is a team that lost in the national championship, men's college basketball, right? Purdue. All right, now he wears a helmet. The team that they played is UConn Huskies. Let's pull that up. We do it live. Hit that like button for your brother, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Right, UConn Huskies. Their mascot has the arrowheads, right? The horns. All right. And the team they played had the hats. Okay. So 49ers lost in the Super Bowl. Their mascot. This nigga wear a hat. And like I showed, the Kansas City Chiefs, their helmet, they got the arrowhead. They got the horns. So it's not, I don't like that for the Celtics. Because, the Celtics, their dude wears a hat. And I don't see no horns on him. I've been looking. I've been trying my best to find him, but he wears the hat. Just like these other losers. 49ers, Purdue. All right. And then we got the teams that win. Oh, these guys got horns. So, that kind of scares me a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because I that's one storyline I've been looking at, for a while, bro. Like I said, this is white Papa Legba, right? So he got the wicker stick, the smoke, the pipe, right? The hat, the one eye symbolism, right? Here's Papa Legba. As you can see, he got the hat, he got the smoke, and he got the cane. You know, so this is just white Papa Legba, right? And so many deaths are surrounded with the Boston Celtics. You know, it's crazy, bro. So yeah, and here go one more just to drive that point home, right? Here go Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa. His name was Big Papa. All right, you see him and 2 albums, Ready to Die and Life After Death. You talk about death, you see him smoking, right? He was always smoking his weed, and then he got in a car accident and he had to walk around with a cane. He was becoming Papa Legba. His name is Big Papa. They did a whole song about it. All right, all three of these, all three of these characters are connected. All right, see Celtics. We seen we also seen Bill Walton die this, you know, leading up to this finals too. So there's always a sacrifice for the big game, for the big event, right? Big festival. Yeah, I like festival. It's a big festival, right? If you take Papa Legba name, just to use the Legba, right? That Legba is 18. Like I said, Celtics is trying to get that 18th title, bro. All right, so yeah, we ain't done. We're not done. We're not done. I just want to make sure everybody take the time because you know YouTube they don't really like this stuff. So like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing right past that. So yeah, the Chiefs, man, they won in 2020. All right. If I would have known, I didn't know this back in 2020. I didn't know about this Chief helmet being the horns. I'm pretty sure they don't really want a lot of people to know. You know, people who do decodes and deciphers. I've never heard anybody even mention this. This is what this helmet means. They put it on their head, man, and now they got two horns. There's another arrowhead on the other side, so two horns sticking up. That is for Satan. All right, and we know that the bridge collapsed in Baltimore. All right. Let's keep it pushing, man. Yeah, this was Bill Walton, right? Won the 77 NBA Finals. And we know that Luka wears the number 77. Died at 71. I just showed y'all Catholic. He won 35, 46, and 71. Right. Also, we just had Larry Allen die. And the Celtics in the finals, man. There's gonna be some deaths. I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro. Celtics in the finals is gonna be some deaths, man. So big Larry Allen, who played for the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. We know that the Dallas Mavericks are in the finals. All right. War number 71 and 73. One of the greatest linemen of all time. All right. Sad, tragic death. Rest in peace. This is just another look at Boston Celtics, 78 years of greatness, right? I better show you that. There's other 78, huh? The 78 is for the Jesuits, right? We had the solar eclipse on April 8th, right? 4-8. Or some people write it 8-4, right? In other parts of the world. 78th. 78 years. It's a long time. Dallas Mavericks. All right. And that logo is basically like he got the 13 engraved on his forehead, right? And this is a sinister looking horse. If I've seen one, I must say so myself. Like I said, Dallas, this is where Chennedy died at, right? And we know the Boston Celtics, President Joe Biden, his nickname is Celtic. So we got the place where Chennedy died at, which is Dallas. And then we got Joe Biden, the 46th president, right? His code name is Celtic. So there's There's ties right there, and they got JFK 60, and we going into the 60th presidential election, y'all. The 60th one. We choose to go to the moon. Like I said, the seas for Celtic is for the crescent of the moon. Right. This is a moon team. This team represents the moon. Right. Here's JF. Here's the other JFK, Jason Frederick Kidd. All right. JFK. But yeah, this is super weird, because the prediction has been, Joe Biden ain't gonna make it. We didn't think he was gonna make it one term, and I'm almost for sure he ain't making it 2 terms. And it's just because he old and see now. I don't think he gonna meet the same fate as Kennedy did, but it's just weird how it's working out, man. 51 is a moon number, bro. I just showed that the other day. 51 and 57. That's what the Pacers and the Celtics played in the Eastern Conference Finals. The halftime score was 51 and 57, and that was on a full moon, right? And I'm pretty confident because I'm showing you the same numbers over and over and over again, right? 46, right? Boston Celtics sitting at 46 wins. Like I said, Joe Celtic Biden is the 46th president, right? With 4 wins, they'll be at 50. And if you lead the zeros out, right? Let's say 50, right? And then still say 40, that's another 54, right? And we done went through all the 50, pretty much all the 54s, right? That's the big number. It's 54. Okay, I got a few more. Yeah, a few more. 46 wins. That's gonna be 50. It should be 50. All right. Okay, here we go. Larry Allen. All right. Dallas, great. As you can see, Larry Allen equals 62. He's dead on June 2nd, right? 6'2". He was the 46th pick. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't even make this stuff up if I wanted to. He's the 46th pick in war number 73. Sacrifice equals 46, 62, and 73. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark, too, here in a little bit. So, Pat McAfee apologized for calling Caitlin Clark a white bitch. That was just uncalled for, my guy. That was really uncalled for. I want to talk a little bit about them because, this whole time I ain't talking about race, right? But Luka is white. I mean, he's not the American white, but he's white. He's slow. He talk about Larry Bird, the next Larry Bird. All right, Bird wore number 33, Indiana, 137 equal 137. That's the 33rd prime, right? And then Patrick equals 33 too, and Patrick Ewing wore number 33 too. So that's pretty interesting too. But the girl who pushed her down, right? Caitlin Clark got pushed down, and you wouldn't believe this. Well, you probably will if you watch this whole video. The girl who pushed down Caitlin Clark, her name is. It looked like it's a Chennedy Carter, but it's actually Kennedy. Come on, bro. Like right before the final start, she got G checked by Kennedy Carter, right? And this is Caitlin Clark is really representing women more than she knows because she's born on January 22nd, right? She wears the number 22. And, the 22nd number is V for like OVO or Eve, EVE. The Eve is egg, vagina, egg. And then OVO is ovary, vagina, ovary, right? More stuff dealing with the moon. Basically, how we got into this simulation is, through the woman. And then what's crazy is religion would just totally dismiss women, right? Especially with the story of Eve. But we've talked about how that story should have been told in reverse, right? The real story. Right? But yeah, it's just funny to me that her name is Kennedy. She got two presidents' last names. There was a president named Carter. Everything was good under Carter, right? That was back in the 70s. And the president named Kennedy. We know what happened to him, right? She might not be in the league next year. All right. You remember there was a dude that punched Kobe in the face. And they quietly got his ass out the league. Maybe it took 2 years, but it seemed like that very next year. I don't think his name was Chris Childs. Yeah. So yeah, she's probably gonna silently lose her job, right? But I like the WNBA. WNBA is tough. You ain't just walking in that into the lane and laying the ball up. Nah, you gonna get put on your ass in the WNBA. And now all these pundits and all these analysts are just so appalled about women playing basketball. That's because you're gonna get checked, bro. You're gonna get fouled hard. The WNBA ain't soft like the NBA, which is crazy to say. It's not. Young women play tough, bro. Young women play tough. So this is JFK in Fort Worth before he gets in the car and heads to Dallas, right? I gotta do this because we're talking about Dallas Mavericks, right? And the Celtics, that's Joe Biden's code name, Secret Service code name. Well, I gotta do this because this is weird, bro. Because I'm gonna show you why. And it's something everybody talks about with the JFK assassination, but they don't even realize. They don't ever put two and two together, bro. Okay, here we go. This guy, I guess he's the mayor of Fort Worth, or maybe the governor of Texas. I don't fucking know. He's about to give JFK a gift, right? And this gift should make sense to the weirdest person involved. I don't want to show y'all just yet. He's not involved. Well, I don't know if he's involved in, but nobody knows if he's involved or not. It's just a dude. Okay, I'm just gonna play the video. I'm sorry.
Have refreshed and renewed our appreciation of your great leadership and courage. You have brought rain.
You see? You have brought rain. All right, then he paused, he stopped. Everybody got get a good chuckle in, good laugh.
To moisten our pastures and our fields. You have brought sunshine in our hearts. No, we know that you don't wear a hat. We couldn't let you leave Fort Worth without providing you with some protection against the rain.
Some protection against the rain, right? Was it raining? We're going to give you a hat. I just went through all the hats. We just went through all the hats. Now this man is giving John F. Kennedy a hat before he go get shot in the head to protect him from the rain. What rain he talking about? The rain of bullets that's about to rain down on his head? Is that the rain? Because everybody's wondering who the hell this dude is. And why did he have an umbrella? There he is. A man out there on a sunny day in Dallas. JFK about to ride by, and he's out there with an umbrella for no reason. And just go look up JFK and the Umbrella Man. And you see it's one of the biggest mysteries in history. And there was a TV show on Netflix called The Umbrella Academy, where they try to, give us the identity of the man who was holding the umbrella. But if you just go back just that same day, he got given a hat. Said, "Hey, man, we got to protect you from the rain." And JFK don't wear hats. That's why it was so funny. And it clearly wasn't raining. It's just weird, bro. Now let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Right, hold on, wait a minute. We're gonna close out with this. Bro. Dallas Mavericks. Hold on, wait a minute. We do it live, y'all. Hit that like button. Dallas Mavericks rain. Let me see if we can find it, bro. Yep, here we go. That's them looking at the rain. Now this is what's it was a leak in the roof, right? At the Maverick Stadium. I gotta find out the name of they stadium. Now hold on, wait a minute. Cause this was weird as shit. I hope I find it. I hope I can find it for y'all. Oh, it would be so satisfying if I could find it for y'all, bro. Oh my goodness. I wanted this. Oh yeah, they probably ain't got it. There was a man at the game, y'all. Let me get rid of this rain. Maybe we could just put Dallas Mavericks game umbrella. I'm gonna try one more thing. Umbrella man. Hope they got rid of it. I'm gonna find it, yeah. I'm gonna find it. I'm definitely gonna find it. But I remember it clear as day, bro. It was a dude in the crowd who had an umbrella. And this is at the same time I'm figuring out all this stuff about JFK. This was like either last year or 2 years ago. But I'm gonna find that somehow, some way. I have to do a little more research, but I'm gonna find that Joker, bro. We gotta see that. We got to see that. This was another number we was dealing with, was the 4 and the 7, right? The number 47. And like I said, Trump. Let's do this right quick. You see, 47 is the 15th prime number. Donald Trump got not sentenced. I want to say charged. Oh, he was found guilty, right? Of 34 charges, 15 days before his birthday, right? Which the 15th prime number is 47. All right. Let me do this right quick too. The 211. If you go back to last year's NBA Finals, if you go to February 11th, the Nuggets played the Miami Heat in the regular season, right? So if you was trying to pick who's going to be in the NBA Finals, that day of the finals, that first day of the finals, it had I believe it left 211 days. It was something with the 211, yeah. All right. But this is what I know for sure. The Super Bowl, this last Super Bowl that just passed, was on February 11th. All right. So you can see all the connections. Now, let's go back to show the history right quick. Okay. I got you. To the history, right? And also DC equals 47, right? Like Washington, DC, or DC Young Fly, the comic who baby mama passed away doing a mommy makeover, right? And I'm figuring all that out about this 47, while the Denver Nuggets was about to win the championship after 47 years. And there's a dude, he wearing the number 15. His name is Joker, right? In DC Comics is the one who produced the Joker. Man, this is just too much. But DC Comics is the one who produced the Joker, right? And then you got a comedian named DC Young Fly, baby mama passing away, like right before the final started. So, there's storyline. There's occult storylines going into this stuff all the time, man. But this 47, right? Like I said, Trump, the judge banged the gavel and gave Trump, well, he eventually gonna give Trump time or probably probation. I can't see him doing no real jail time. But this is where that 47, you know, is the real 47 right here. The four horsemen of the apocalypse are four biblical figures who appear in the book of Revelations. They are revealed by the unsealing of the first of four of the seven seals. Four horsemen appear after the seventh seal is broken, right? And this is causing the apocalypse. So that's why all this 40, I mean, it's all, to me, it's all connected. You got the 47, and then, you know, it's dealing with the four seals. I mean, the seven seals of the apocalypse, bringing on the four horsemen, right? And, you know, Bronco's a horse. It showed you that, you know, in Denver, they won the championship. They got a horse. And now we see Dallas Mavericks in the finals, and, you know, they got a horse. And then the biggest fight of the year was this one. And this dude rides in with a horse, man. Come on. That's the 47. And then, you know, the seven seals on the back, that's representing the auras, the chakras, right? The chakra, the chakras, and you know, the orishas, right? And, you know, and seven colors, seven continents. You know, seven is a big time spiritual number, right? Seven is a big time spiritual number, right? So yeah, man, I got through all the points, bro. I believe I got through everything, and I'm trying not to leave nothing out, but I'm pretty sure I'll be back. I'm gonna see something. Something's gonna happen tonight, probably. I'm like, it's probably gonna be another 54. I was too shocked to see Hunter Biden was 54 years old, man. That was crazy to me. You know, P. Diddy being 54 too, it just makes all the sense in the world, bro. Another 54. Oh, Jay-Z. Jay Lynn. And then, you know, we got Jay and Lynn Bias both drafted to the Celtics, man. Come on, bro. Hit that like button for your brother, man. We out of here. Reggae Rose, what's up, bro? I appreciate that, man. Let's go. Let's go. Love your Decodes, my bro. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate that, man. If you could hit the share button, man. Share it on some social media sites, and I appreciate that, fam. Love y'all, man. We out. Peace.